Hello, it's Pat here from Attract Your Perfect Partner, and today I'm going to take you through a little video to help you with using EFT for the emotions that you're feeling about past relationships. And I'm going to choose one example, so you're going to be using something from your list, and I'll show you how to put it into the EFT statement. And you can watch this video as many times as you like, and you can use it on all the different emotions that you're finding you're feeling right now. So I hope you'll get a lot of benefit from this. I know the people I've worked with in the past have had amazing results, and they've felt so much freer and ready to move forward. So let's do some tapping for you. So let's try with, I'm going to use, I feel so angry about that past relationship. Now you can be as specific as you like. You can choose a partner that made you angry, or you might be feeling more resentful or bitter. You might be feeling sad, or you might be feeling lonely. Any of these are frustrated. I mean, any emotion or feelings, strong feelings that you have. What you're going to do is you're going to put them into a statement, which if you haven't used EFT for before, you might want to download my EFT ebook, which takes you through it as a script, and you've got it written down and you've got the points. But I thought I'd just take you through it so you can see how to do it, and I'll show you where the points are today. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some meridian energy tapping, which is tapping points on your body, just like acupuncture uses, but without the needles. So it's a little technique you use. You tap as you say a certain phrase. And because I'm going to use the example of I feel angry about something from the past, I don't, but if I did, I would be thinking about how angry I feel on a scale of 0 to 10 to start with. So for instance, if I say I'm an 8, so 8 out of 10 means I'm quite angry about this event that happened in the past. So let me show you how we are going to use EFT for that, because I feel this anger. It's currently, I'm feeling it right now, but it was in the past. So I want to leave it in the past. I don't need to keep the anger with me right now. That's a waste of my energy. So that's why we use EFT on these things. So what you do is you rate it out of 10. So 10 would be as bad as the feeling could be, as strong as it could be, and 0 would be there wouldn't be any feeling. And then you start to use EFT. You put your feeling into what's called the setup statement. So let's make a start. What we're going to do is tap on the side of the hand. Either hand will do, where you would make a karate chop. So you use a couple of fingers and you tap the side of your hand reasonably firmly, and you repeat after me. Even though I feel really angry about what happened in that relationship, I deeply and completely accept myself and what happened anyway. And you say that 3 times. You keep tapping while you say your setup statement, and then your body knows what it's focusing on. And your body and your brain and your mind and every part of you, you're focusing on this one thing. So you may choose, I feel angry about the time that so-and-so let me down. So you need to be specific about what made you angry. I'm using something quite general because I can't think of anything better to do. So let me begin with, even though I'm really angry about what happened in the past, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm really angry about what happened then, I completely accept myself and the event that happened. Even though I'm angry about what happened in the past, I accept myself anyway. Then we go on to tap different points on the body. So you start with the beginning of your eyebrow, a couple of fingers, and you tap as you say, I'm angry about that. And then the side of the eye, I'm angry about that. And then under your eye, I'm angry about that. Under your nose, I'm angry about that. Under your lip, I'm angry about that. Collarbone, I'm angry about that. Under your arm, I'm angry about that. And then the top of your head, that's the last point. I'm angry about that. So that's the short form of EFT that I use most of the time. So then what I need to do is I need to go back and re-rate how I feel. How does the anger feel now? So if I'm, say, a 4, it may go up, it may go down, it may stay the same. Sometimes what you need to do is be very specific to shift it. But keep going until you get a result. If you are a 4 and not a 0, you need to be going to 0. What you need to do is to tap slightly different words. So I'll take you through that now. So even though, tapping this karate chop point again, even though I'm still angry about that, I accept myself and what happened. Even though I'm still angry about that, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm angry about that, still angry about it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Still angry about it, still angry about that, 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 still angry about that. And you tap for whatever's remaining. Then you look at that. After that round, you take a nice deep breath. Maybe have a sip of water just to see what's happening, because sometimes it takes a few seconds for things to change a little bit. And you should start to feel different. You should start to feel that the anger is subsiding and that you start to feel better, that it's not a problem so much. So I'm going to say that now I've actually gone to 0 on that. You may not. You may have to do a good few rounds if you've never used EFT before, and if you've had the, whatever it is, if it's the anger, the frustration, bitterness, if you've been feeling it a long time. Sometimes it takes a really long time to clear it using tapping. Sometimes it goes very quickly. It does vary from person to person and from situation to situation. What I would say is that you do need to be very specific about how you're feeling. So if it's anger, it's anger. If it's frustration, it's frustration. So assuming that I've gone to 0, the next thing I want to do is to feel a little bit more uplifted about the situation. So I'm going to do a little general round to show you how I would then move on from using that tapping for the negative thing, if you want to call it negative, for the stress really. So the next thing that we do usually with EFT, and the process I use, is to choose how I prefer to look at something, or how I would prefer to remember it. And this time we start with one EFT statement, and then we do a round of tapping the points with different words. So if you follow through, and then maybe you stop the video and have a go on your own. Even though I've had this anger in the past, I'm prepared to let it go now. I choose to let it go now. I'm willing to let it go. I'll feel better as I let it go. I've had this anger in the past, 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 I've had this anger in the past. I choose to let it go. I choose to be free of this anger. I prefer to let it go. I choose to let it go. I prefer to be free. I choose love and peace. I choose to let go of this anger. I choose to let go of this anger. So you can see I've thrown in a few positive things. And then the next round I would do after that is, I feel better now. I feel calmer now. It's in the past. I'm happier now. I've let it go. I feel better now. I've let it go. I feel better now. So that's a positive round at the end. It's good to end on a positive note. You don't have to copy exactly what I've said. Use your own phrases and how you want to feel at that end phrase with a positive tapping this last set. So I hope that's helped you. I hope it's shown you where to tap and how to go about doing it. Do download that EFT free workbook. It's only 12 pages long.